Well, I am back with another pant review in my long line of pant reviews. You know, some people that follow my channel have accused me of doing only pant reviews because I do so many. But you know, I wear these pants to work every day, or some form of these pants. So I get a lot of use out of them, and I formed a lot of opinions of what I like and don't like, and figure I could kind of pass some of those thoughts on to you. So up today, we have the Woolrich Elite Series Lightweight Tactical Pants. These pants come in a regular and a lightweight. They are 100% cotton. It is a 7-ounce ripstop cotton fabric. Comes in 5 colors: OD, black, navy, khaki, and this one here, the coyote. Retail price on them is $59.99. The cotton is treated with a DuPont Teflon coating, which is made to help repel water. When I first get these pants, you know, a lot of pants that have these, they work very well initially. I've had these pants for months now, and I tried pouring some water on them earlier today. Initially, thought about beating up some of it, beat it up, and then a fair amount of it absorbed in. So if you're going to get caught in the rain with these pants in a downpour, do it in the first couple weeks of owning them, because that coating does wear off. Now, it's not just with these pants, it's with any of the DuPont coating pants that I've had over time with washing. It just seems to kind of wear off. I'm not sure if that would make a difference if I washed them inside out, but I'm just not that motivated. These are 100% cotton, so you do need to buy them just a little bit long because they will shrink. They shrink about a ½ inch to an inch on me. You know, I almost didn't buy these pants because I had bought some of the Eotac pants, and the Eotac pants looked like they were pretty much exactly the same as these, and so for a long time didn't buy these. However, the one advantage that these pants have over the Eotacs is that you can actually still buy these pants. Eotac, for anyone that's followed them, has just kind of disappeared. They went belly up, kind of faded into the fabric of society, so to speak. And no pun intended, or maybe. And these pants, which are also available, are still available. So they are a great and actually even better alternative to the Eotacs. And I'll just show you some of the differences a little bit later. So let's have a look at these. We'll go top to bottom as always. The waist has an elastic waist, all elastic, none of that telescoping stuff. Any of you that have seen my other reviews know that I prefer this a little bit. I think it's just a little bit less material bunched up around your waist. The belt loops, there are large belt loops, inch belt loops in the middle on the front and in the middle on the back, and then smaller ½ inch belt loops on each side and on each side in the back. There is a brass D-ring here, which I appreciate. I like the pants with the D-rings. I always clip my badge onto here. Some people clip keys, use a carabiner, or whatever. I appreciate the fact that they have that D-ring, thank you. Button here, brass button, brass YKK zipper with a nice large zipper pull. None of that dinky stuff that the 511 tack lights have that always gets stuck down in here and I can never get out. There's a nice zipper pull here. It's not a locking zipper, which is perfectly fine, but it works. Nice, easy zipper. On the inside, there is a secondary button there if you're so inclined. And then also, if you happen to somehow lose that button, they include an extra one here that you can affix to it. For those that are interested, these pants are made in Vietnam. Let's have a look at the pockets. Pockets on these, they have this kind of round, scalloped, half-circle pocket on each side on the front here. And one of the nice things about these pockets is that they are very large, very easy to get stuff into, or, well, your hands rather, that is, when you have stuff in the pocket. So at work, I usually carry a large knife, usually a Benchmade triage, well, always a Benchmade triage, a pen, usually a Surefire pen 2, I believe that is, and then in my other pocket, I carry a flashlight, HDS light, often I carry. So that's usually how I am at work, plus a cell phone in one of the pockets. So the nice thing about these pockets, because they are so nice and big with this design, is there is plenty of space to get your hand in around with a lot of stuff in the pockets. Some of the pockets, again, not to pick on those 511 tack lights, but they just have that straight pocket here. And if you get even just one thing in the pocket, you can't hardly get your hand around it. So these pockets are very nice, very generous with the opening here, very easy to get stuff into. Get some of this out of the way. You know, I had concern that if you have something longer that the clip does go down over the cell phone pocket, and it does, but in practicality, it's not been a big deal for me. Pocket still opens just fine. These pockets on the side, I mentioned that half circle type design, and you can see that they start in the front and then just kind of continue all the way around to the back. Back pockets are also designed very large so that if you have stuff in there, you can get your hand in there as well. I've sometimes tried putting my knife in the back pocket just for a little extra space, but I found that sometimes, especially after you've been sitting a while, that tends to drift back a little bit. So I think it works better in the front pocket. Moving on down, the cell phone pockets. All the pockets on these pants are symmetrical, by the way. Size-wise, let me just note that real quick. These front pockets are about 12 inches deep at the deepest part. So nice deep pockets. Down to the cell phone pockets here. I like these cell phone pockets a lot. One of the nice things is that cell phones just seem to be getting bigger and bigger. I have a Samsung Galaxy Nexus. Always carry it in one of these pockets, and it fits just perfectly. It just swallows it up, and there's about a finger of space left on the side of that. Cell phone pockets are 4 inches by about 6 inches. So nice deep pockets. They also have a nice small piece of Velcro here fitting onto a larger piece so that it makes it very easy to open because you're not pulling on a big, huge piece of Velcro on another huge piece of Velcro. So I appreciate that. You don't really need to be that tight with these pockets. Also with this small piece of Velcro, it can attach up on the top here if that pocket needed to blouse out some. So range of space where that could attach. These pockets do blouse out a little bit on the sides if you need to put something a little bit bulkier in there. Crotch is not gusseted, no big deal, but just something to point out while we're going past it. Side pockets here. Side pockets measure about 6.5 by 7.5 inches. 2 small pieces of Velcro on each side. It is just one large pocket on the inside. It's not divided, and it does have the option for blousing out in the middle if you need to put something bigger in there. I often carry gloves in there. The knees will not hold knee pads, but they are double reinforced, so 2 layers of fabric there. If you're going to be doing a lot of bending down and kneeling, that type of thing, it'll help with the longevity of the wear of the knees. The bottoms, I think I did have these shortened, but I don't believe that the original bottoms had a space for a blousing strap if that's important to you. Here's a look at the back. Those pockets, they kind of continue to wrap around from the front. And then there are these pockets also about 11, 12 inches deep, so very deep pockets. They have a small piece of Velcro on each side to kind of keep them contained. And on each side there is also a smaller non-sealed pocket about 6.5 inches deep. Seat is double reinforced for a little bit extra protection and longevity of wear there. Well, I mentioned the Eotacs. Just want to quickly show you the similarities and the differences between them. Have a pair of the OD Eotacs here, and then the Woolriches that I've been showing you here. They're both essentially the same material. They will both fade about the same. You can see these Eotacs, being the darker color, are fading, or the fading is more evident around the edges here. These Woolrich ones are fading. It's just not as apparent, but I can see it looking at it closely here around the edges, and that's one of the things you're going to get with 100% cotton fabric. Otherwise, the pocket design is exactly the same. All the pockets, except for the side pocket here, the Eotacs blouse out on the side, and the Woolrich blouses out in the middle. Minimal difference there. The other difference in the design is the belt loops here. The Eotacs have the 1-inch belt loops all the way around, whereas the Woolrich has the large belt loops in the middle and the smaller belt loops on the side. Also, for what it's worth, the Eotacs are made in China and the Woolrich are made in Vietnam. So there's a quick look at the Woolrich Elite Series Tactical Pants, the lightweight ones. I'm going to go ahead and throw them on here and give you a little bit of a look at what they are like wearing them. Here I am with the pants on to give you an idea of how they fit. As you can see, they have a bit of a looser fit to them. They're cut nice and full, especially through the thigh. So if you have thicker thighs, there's going to be plenty of room there. Very easy for movement. There's the D-ring here. The front pockets, they have that kind of scalloped half circle, quarter circle design. And with my knife and pen in here, still plenty of room to get in easily around the outside of that, and the flashlight on the other side. The cell phone pocket here, just in the right spot to get to. You don't have to bend, reach way down for it like you do on some other pants. Very nice and easy to get to, very easy to open. Very nice. On the other side, I often keep gloves down in this pocket. Very easy to get into. Get my gloves out at the hospital. So all the pockets, which are symmetrical, are very easily accessible. Just the right amount of Velcro on them. On the side here, you can see there's that pocket that continues around to the back. That smaller pocket in back if you want to stick something in there. And then that small piece of Velcro you can just kind of bust through if need be. Otherwise, here's the back. Again, there's two pockets, the belt loops. And that is about it for these pants. They are super comfortable. Check them out. These are now one of my favorite pairs of pants that I own just because they're so functional, they're so comfortable. The only thing, if I wanted to change them, maybe throw them in a 65-35 polycotton blend. That might make them a little bit less soft because this cotton is nice and soft and comfortable. But otherwise, they're a great pair of pants. So check them out, the Woolrich Tactical Elite Lightweight Pants.